Sarasota County Eldercare channel is brought to you by Mike Levine and the great folks at Home Instead of South Sarasota County. Today's guest is Dorothy Korszen, business and estate planning attorney with the Farr law firm.
Hello and welcome to the Sarasota County Eldercare channel. My name is Judy Bram and I'm with Home Instead Senior Care. I have a special guest with me today, Dorothy Korszen. Dorothy is an attorney with Farr law firm here in Venice, Florida. Today Dorothy is going to talk to us about naming beneficiaries in our wills and the what if questions that we might not be thinking about. So Dorothy, what exactly is a what if?
A what if would be when you meet with somebody, you say, what do you want to happen to your estate at your passing? And they say, well, I want everything to go to my only child. And you say, what if your only child doesn't survive you? What's plan B? And then you often get stunned silence because they'll say, well, that could never happen. That's impossible. But unfortunately, we're not in charge and sometimes that happens. So what ifs are contingency plans. If plan A doesn't work, what do you want to happen with your estate?
So if somebody doesn't have that plan B thought about, you help them to think about those things, because if they don't have it in writing, what's going to happen?
Well, I help them think about things and give them ideas to throw out on, well, if that doesn't happen, you could do this, that, or the other, give them some ideas. Your second question was, what happens if you don't have it written out? Then the Florida intestacy statute will dictate where their property goes. And it may not be what you have in mind. An example would be second marriages. If I had a second marriage and I had children and my husband had children and then I died, what would happen to my property? And it gets very confusing, and I think it's best in all cases for you to pick rather than let the statute pick on who receives your property.
And another example might be that if you had left your assets, your property to your children, say you have 4 children, and you left equal amounts to your 4 children, and one of your children predeceased you and you had forgotten about that or not left a contingency plan, maybe you want the assets to be divided then amongst the remaining 3, but instead, what would happen?
The statute as written would say it would go to that deceased child's children because that's a blood relative. But had that been a stepchild, it would have lapsed. And so that stepchild's children would not be included. Sometimes people wish to provide for the spouse of a deceased child, and that spouse wouldn't be included if that was your wish. But again, it's a matter of you picking rather than the statute dictating where your property goes. Also, you might want to include provisions where if one of your children died leaving grandchildren to inherit, that that gift be held in trust until they get older, so that you don't have to set up a guardianship for a minor to inherit property. So you can really make things a lot easier by thinking of Plan B's contingency plans.
And it's a lot of little legalities that we don't understand, but that having an attorney help point those things out to you makes these what-ifs very important when you're completing a will and choosing your beneficiaries.
And we think of it every day, so this is something that we're just very accustomed to, whereas a person doesn't think about their estate plan maybe once every 10 years. And never believes that their child could predecease them or something might not go according to Plan A.
Sure. Well, this is really great information. I want to thank you for this information that you've provided us today, Dorothy. If you have any more questions, or you have any questions regarding wills or any other legal information, Dorothy and Farr Law Firm's contact information is located on your screen. Please feel free to reach out to them. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day. Please take a moment to check out some more of our informational videos.